7:30 or so.
Okay,
Unemployment claims.
we are live. Let me show the disclosures.
That's the motto. Throw back with no chaser, with no trouble. Up in that moment, baby, let's make some bubbles. Puffing on that gelato. Wanna be seeing double. Gotta do what you gotta believe it. We ain't got no plans to leave it. Tell all of your friends to be here. We ain't gonna sleep all weekend. Oh, you know, that's the motto.
Hey, Tris, NQ Trend Sniper. Let's go.
Throwing that money like you just won the lotto. We've been up
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We have special guest Alfred Haywood on this morning. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Ready to get this party started. Good morning, Tris, NQ, Trend Sniper, Scalparella. Scalparella, I was thinking your name must be a take off of Cinderella and Scalparella. Good morning, Clarity, KJ, Son of God Trades. Good morning, you guys. Yes, we have special guest Alfred here. Alfred is going to show us a little bit about Gamma, which I'm super excited about. Adrian's in the house. Good morning, my friends.
Good morning to everybody in the chat.
Yes. How's everyone's trading so far? I lost some evals. I know. The full porting. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
Ooh. Not Terry. No, not Terry.
Not me. I know. It gets expensive though if you full port evals. It's like that double-edged sword. It's super fast. You can pass an eval within 2 days. However, the downside is it's expensive because you're not going to pass every single eval that way.
No, and I know you have a special button on your keyboard that says full port.
How did you know, Alfred?
I mean, I just know.
You know, I know. Oh, yes. One of these days, I do realize like it's such a bad habit, right? Because like once I'm in the funded arena, it's like just automatic now. It's so easy for me just to go risk on without even thinking about it. And I'm always like, okay, I know I need to slow down. And then like the charts come on and then my fresh new account is there and I'm just like so excited. It's like the excitement gets the best of me.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah. But yes, it will be tamed because it has to, because I want to become $1 million trader.
Yeah, I mean, I become numb to it now because I've had so many accounts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, okay, all right, time to get to work. It's not, ooh, it's brand new money. No, it's time to get to work.
Time to get to work. And that's part of how you run your prop business, right? Like you're looking at your expenses, you're looking at your revenue, which are the payouts. And
Yeah.
as long as your payouts are paying for the cost of everything plus more every month, you're making money. Is that kind of how you conceptualize it?
Yeah, and also whenever one of the other things I have to worry about is the data fees, like for things like this where I'm using like outside things like Trading View, and I use this thing called black box stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Those are also fees that I have to consider because this costs me like $100 a month, and then the Trading View, I just missed that sale. I just forgot about it.
Oh, dang it. It was such a good sale. It was like
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars off. Yeah, but they'll do it next year.
Yeah, I'll do it next year, but I pay for the subscription, and then I pay for the data fees on top of that. So those are all things that I have to take into consideration when taxes come, because I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
these are fees, like these are things that I can write off against my payouts.
Yeah, including the eval fees and
Yeah.
the activation fees, like that's an expense.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
anything computer related, I usually keep tabs on those things and write those off as well.
Yeah, I should get started early so I'm not overwhelmed and it doesn't feel like such a
Yeah.
dread. Um,
It
oh,
helps if you put everything on like one card.
yeah, and then it's just copy and paste. Oh, and now with ChatGPT, you can literally just like copy your statement over and then ask ChatGPT to pull out the expense from this firm, pull out the expense from this firm. I've done that and it works really great.
Mm.
We're not tax advisors,
Oh no, not
obviously.
at
So
all.
so yes, go consult with your tax people. Alfred, I'm just going to share the stream real quick on X and let everyone know that you're here with us today. So, in case anyone is on X and they forgot to be here for our show, let's see. Okay, I have to find my own show. View live. Oh, you can hear me. Do you
Let's
like
see.
to hear the sound of your own voice?
No, not at all. Because in my head, I sound a lot different than when it comes out.
Same.
Because I'm like, every time I listen to myself, like, who is this guy?
Yeah, same, exactly. It's taking me some time to get used to. Um, like so I hear my voice in the headphone, right? And it's helpful like to hear levels and to hear your voice against other people's voice, like to make sure everything sounds like good.
Hmm.
But I still can't really watch back videos. Like I
Oh no.
it I and I know a lot of content creators do that because they want to improve their content and everything else, but like I'm always kind of like, I can't watch it.
Oh yeah, I've always been like that. And plus, like whenever I had to record myself for something, I'm like looking back, I'm just like, I always get that sick feeling in my stomach. I'm like, man, I don't even want to watch this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm saying join us live, special guest Alfred Haywood. He's showing us some, would I say gamma levels?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I mean, that's
Some
that's
gamma
basically what
levels.
that's what it is.
So cool. Okay, there we go. Post. Good morning. Let's see. Martin, Brent, Trader 007, 44. No luck, pure skill. Rose, what up, girl? Meh. Loving nature. Oh, I think you won an account from Sean Sawyer when he was on My Funded Futures, right? Loving nature. I think he picked your question. Investor Z. Good morning. Yes, so please share it with us. What are we looking at? What is this? What is this? I
All
have
right.
no idea.
Okay, so this is a site called Black Box Stocks. Basically, they have a lot of information about like options data. Like they have different things like options volume, and they have things about like they have scans and things that they do throughout the day. But because the market's not open, they don't really have anything up right now.
Mm,
But this is a lot of the options data from yesterday. This is like the what they call the gamma exposure.
mm-hmm,
And usually the way I look at gamma is that's like the options that have like the most ones that are in certain like what are those things called? Because I haven't traded options in a while, but pretty much at the different prices, like the calls or the puts at different levels. These are like where a majority of them are,
mm.
like based on like the volume.
Like the different strikes.
Yeah, the different strikes. That's what I meant
Yeah.
to say. But yeah, this pretty much these strikes, and I'm looking at QQQ because NQ, I don't really, they don't have any like, they don't have future options data on here. They just have like the regular market. And so since I'm trading the NQ, I'm looking at QQQ because that's the ETF for the NASDAQ. And so basically, I'm looking at these levels, and like if I were to go back to like yesterday's session, basically Like this, the orange is the dark pool, which is like the orders that don't show up on the regular market books. That's like the ones for the banks and things like that, where they do things like they try and be like undercover about what they're buying.
Yeah. This is
That,
real. They basically make like deals like in a room. I mean, it's not like a
yeah,
real room, but they're like if Alfred represented an institution and so did I, and we have these massive big orders and we don't want to move the market, I can be like, "Hey, Alfred, I've got, I don't know, 10,000 whatever." And then Alfred's
yeah,
like, "Yeah, I'll take them at this
yeah.
price." And then we'll
It's like,
make
yeah,
a
at this
deal.
price, just try and split them up. Don't put them in one order, because if they show up in one order, then everybody knows. Oh, I know who did that. But yeah, dark pool, like that's like the big banks and the hedge funds. They're buying things. They're trying to buy things outside of the dom,
Yeah.
and so like I have that indicator as well. And so when there's a lot of dark pool volume, like the market will pull towards it, and then once it hits, you see what happens. And so the
Just
gamma,
bounced.
yeah, and the gamma is also similar to that. Like when there's not a lot of dark pool volume,
Mm.
the gamma will work as like a magnet. You know how magnets either attract or repel.
Mhm.
Like you see, it starts pulling towards the like these levels right here. Like the larger levels are the ones that have like the ones that I usually keep track of the most. Like I'll have this on the second screen, like when I'm trading, because I'll be like on this screen, and I'm like, okay, where I'm seeing something coming here, then I'm like, okay, so whenever it gets to this level, I know to either, like if I'm in a long, I know to either take my order off near here or wait to see what happens when it approaches. Like if it approaches and it hits it, usually what happens is it'll hit it and then kind of consolidate and either go up or reject. And so that's how, when it comes to like the larger levels, those are the ones that I keep the most track of, because as you can tell, we're in like a bullish market for right now, because the price can keep moving up,
Mhm.
because or because I'm starting to see more of the negative, because the green is a positive, meaning like that's where the calls are,
Mhm.
and the red is usually the negative. That's usually where the puts are. And so if it's coming down to here, I'm okay. I'm seeing that okay, it could come down to here, and if it comes down to here, this is where it could either bounce or like it can either bounce or it could just keep going further down. But usually like the larger lines are usually where I'm trying to either make a decision or get out of one that I'm already in.
It's almost like price targets. You
Yeah.
use them as price targets to target for like your take profit potentially, or you're
Hmm.
kind of watching it to see like if there is, for example, let's say we trade down to the biggest like red line there, and the market just completely falls from that level. Then you feel confident, like, okay, I can hop into a short here, even though we've already come down a bunch because there's
Yeah.
just no support.
Hmm.
So it's really interesting. So those major lines is basically where it's institutional people. Does it also include retail?
Yeah.
Like,
And it includes pretty much any anybody who's has these strikes. So that could be institutional, it could be because they have the most sway, because they have the most money.
mm-hmm,
Like, I mean, you can buy like I can buy like 10 calls.
yeah,
It's not really gonna be a blip on the radar.
no. Oh my gosh, it's where the big fish are.
Yeah.
And the significance of that for people who don't trade options or who aren't familiar with it, the institutions oftentimes, I believe, they're like the market makers. So they may be selling lots of levels, like lots of different strikes. So, for
Mhm.
example, that really big line, the green line above us, that would be a call strike out of the money from where we're trading right now. And for them, if they're selling the calls, that means they're short the market essentially. And
Yeah.
then so as price goes up towards that line, in order for them to hedge to stay neutral, they have to buy, whatever underlines they're using to hedge. And so that can help lift the market even more is kind of the idea.
Yeah, they're trying to hedge against their positions. Well, they're trying to hedge against the major positions like the market makers.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are people who wanted to go up here, but the market makers are just like, now we're trying to like we're selling, like they say, well we're selling right here, but if it comes right here, then we have to start buying.
Yep.
And so
This is so interesting. It must
yeah.
really help you because the fact that you're paying $100 every month, like
Yeah, I
this is,
mean, if I get a payout, then that it pays for itself.
yeah,
And
definitely.
I also use a bookmap as well, but I use like bookmap on YouTube. And so that this is like one of the things I use. I use like 3 different confluences. I use this, use bookmap, and then I also, when I come down to like the smaller scale, I use like the VWAP bands. Like I was mentioning before, how VWAP is pretty much like the center of the universe, and
Mm-hmm.
price, like these standard deviations are how far, usually when it gets further away from VWAP, it always tends to come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it gets further away, it always comes back to it no matter what. So usually on a smaller scale, like if I'm looking like the here and now, like
Mm-hmm.
this is like larger scale. Okay, this is where it could go. Bookmap is telling me what's happening right now, and this is pretty much telling me what's happening right now. So I have
So,
a further target and then an immediate target.
yeah, so it sounds like you use a gamma for the big picture, and
Hmm.
then you use book map to help you with like what's happening right now and also the 5 minute chart on right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I use the 5 minute chart. I use 3 minute, 5 minute, and 15. The 15 minute, I use that for the when it opens, for the opening range, and then from there, because I have this I think, yeah, I have this indicator that has the 15-minute range that it draws out. I don't know if it shows up here, but these these white lines right here are the opening range, like from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have it mark out the middle of the range as well. So like, because I'm always curious about when it comes to the middle of the range, because sometimes it'll bounce from the middle of the range, or like it'll come, like if it breaks the bottom of the range and comes back, usually the middle is pretty much, if it comes back up, either it interacts with the middle and goes back down, or it'll go up. So, but yeah, I
So
have the indicator that draws the opening range breakout for me.
interesting. Do you typically use those bands as like a mean reversion
Yeah,
strategy?
yeah, because usually when it gets like these are the first standard deviation, second standard deviation. Usually when it gets above the second, I'm like, okay, if it usually when it gets this high, I'm usually waiting for either, because usually if there's a continuation, it starts to get weaker, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for it to pull back into like if, let's say, if I was up here, I'll be looking for a short, like in this area, because sometimes this standard deviation will act as support.
Mm.
Like when it gets up here, if it's in like an uptrend or a downtrend, it'll use this as like a resistance spot. But if I see that okay, it's not really going any higher, I would look for a short, and I would look to get out somewhere around the VWAP.
Mm. Interesting. So it's definitely you're risking a little for a lot
Yeah.
on the mean reversion types of trades.
And sometimes you might catch something like this where it's like, okay, I'm going up to VWAP, and then it breaks VWAP. Okay, let me put my stop here, like my
Mm-hmm.
stop in profit. Let's say I entered in like right here, and then okay, and it popped up over it. I'm like, okay, well, let me put my stop right here, and then let's see what happens. And then if it keeps going, you just move your stop to right here, and then if it keeps going even higher, you put your stop to right here. And so that gives you areas to so let's say I was in here, and then it kills all the way up here, and then it stops right here. Well, that was a good profit, because
Mm-hmm.
you made like let's say you went from 616 all the way to 677. That's a good 61 points.
Amazing.
So I mean, 61 points with one mini, you're looking at like 1,200. So yeah,
$1,200. It's a lot of money.
yeah.
And I like that because it seems like systematic as far as how you trail your stop. And
Hmm.
so it's less thinking, because I feel like when we're in the heat of the battle, the less thinking is better, because that's where
Yeah.
it all gets all screwed up.
Yeah, because that's how I mess up a lot of times. I'm sitting there overthinking, oh, should I get it now, or should I give it a minute? Or
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to be impulsive and just like, all right, when it comes down to here and you see it start to wick, I'm like, all right, time, let's get in. Because usually I'm trading micros, and so I'm throwing in one micro, and if it continues to drop and then it comes back up, okay, well then I start to add to it and then build up my position, and then wait and see, okay, well it comes up to VWAP and it's starting to wick. All right, let me go ahead and place my profit stop right here.
Mm.
And so if it comes back, okay, well, I just made, let's say, for example, okay, I caught 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with 40 points because 40
That's a
points,
lot.
yeah.
$800 on NQ, 40 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I have so many questions to ask you. Do you copy trade? I think you do, right?
No, I usually try and keep like because I did copy trade at one point. I had like three 50Ks with trade day. I
Mm-hmm.
was able to get to a payout with those three accounts, but then after I got the payout, I wound up blowing them because I got a little too ahead of myself. I was just like, yeah, I got three accounts. Let me go ahead and try and make as much as possible. But then the
Yeah.
next day, I'm like, oh yeah, when I took my payout, I left 2,000 in each, and I'm like 2,000 go really quick if you are in a bad position and you don't close it. If you want to get stubborn, it's like, no, I want to make all the money.
Yeah, exactly. And oftentimes, I don't know about you, but I'll add to a position, or I'll
Yeah.
do like I'll cut it and then I'll think, oh, well, maybe like it's the opposite direction. And I
Oh
call
yeah.
it the erratic trading, or like some people call it emotional trading. And
Hmm.
then before you know it, $2,000 of drawdown is gone. It's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
vaporized in a
I like to call that
second.
the seesaw trading, where it's like, okay,
Exactly. Who can relate to the seesaw trading? Type in one.
that happens to me so often where I'm like, I'm right on the position, but I get in too early, and then I change my bias, and
Yeah.
then it goes like, let's say I'm in a short, and it's like, oh, it's coming back up. I flip to long, and then it drops even faster. I'm just like, okay, so now I just took two losses because I took the loss when it came back up.
Yep.
Then I flipped to long, and then it went right back down. So now I've taken two losses because I just couldn't be patient.
Yeah, it's so hard. That patience piece is one of the struggles that I think everyone struggles with, it seems like. Just trying to be patient. I was actually in a short this morning, and I did pass another eval this morning, but I lost some evals because of the lack of patience. I was in a short, and then I was like, you know what? I think one mini just isn't enough. I'm gonna
But
put
yeah,
on some more because I really like this trade. And the thing is because the notional value of these contracts, like $2,000 of drawdown, is gone so fast. And even though my trade idea is still valid, right? Like it still would be okay, and I wouldn't have lost the evals if I just like stayed patient and just like let the trade work. Yeah, it is
yeah.
um it is a tough part. Heinz Trader 007. I think I said hi to you. Good morning again. Gen X Trades. Ethan, I think I haven't said good morning to you. Rocky, let's go. Yeah, oh my gosh. We have to take a look at yesterday's chart real quick, because yesterday we had that huge drop right in pre-market time. Um, and it was related to Microsoft's
Mhm.
AI news. Yeah, so the headline was something like, "Oh, like the salespeople have lowered their targets."
Yeah.
for AI related sales. And so I was like, oh my God, this is a perfect short. It's going to affect the entire market. I was like scrambling to put on some call spreads on. I just put on one during the stream. Like I put it on, and then I didn't know an hour like after I was all done streaming, I like was checking over things and hedging my options portfolio. And portfolio, it sounds so fancy. It's a very, very small account, you guys. It's not a portfolio. Anyways, so I was like working my magic in the account, right? And I'm looking at these headlines, and of course a company person from Microsoft made an announcement on one of the business channels saying, no, it's false, that's not the case. And so the market completely reversed because it corrected itself. And I wish I saw that headline, the second headline, because that would have been such a great long, right? Like I
Yeah.
love those reversal trades where everyone's piled on one side and then all of a sudden news comes in to make the market like flip the other direction, because now it's an absolute short squeeze and the market does correct itself. I missed that headline. I don't know. It
Yeah.
sucks.
I saw that, like when I saw the news about they pulled back their AI quotas. I'm like, okay, I saw that, but I'm like, okay, this happened before the market opens. And so usually what happens when the market opens and is a big down thing, like a big down candle from news, usually it reverses. And so yesterday at the market open, I I started building a long position in micros. And then once it started to catch traction, then I'm like, okay, this is gonna go back up. It's gonna close whatever it's gonna go back up to where it fell from. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's gonna do it today or if it's gonna do it in the overnight, because usually it pulls back on a news channel. And then when I got the news later on that the Microsoft headline that came out previously was false, I'm like, okay, so now I think it can go today. But because at that point I had gotten to the consistency on the evals that I had, and my funded account was still being transferred over, I didn't have anything to trade. So I was like, what kind of crap is this?
Wow, congrats on your longs. Let's go. W for Alfred. I
And I
love
had to
it.
cut it because I was just like, man, because I had gotten to because
The
I had got one of the,
50%.
well, it was the Tradeify thing. And they had like the 40% now on that new select account. And so I had actually gotten over one, because with the 40%, their profit target is 2,500. So the most you can make in a day is 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I had made like a 1,047 when they finally hit my take profit. And I'm like, okay, so let me try and lose some money. Then I was up 1,100. I was just like, I had to switch over to a different chart. So I went over to the ES. Then I lost too much.
That's happened to me so
I'm
many
just like,
times.
come
You
on.
lose too much and then you're like, dang it, now I have to try and like
Yeah.
make that money. It can take a lot longer to get it exactly right than you thought it would.
Yeah.
One time, this is the worst of that story. I was in a combine and I made too much money and I kept trying to lose money and it went 25,000 like
Ooh.
in profit.
You gotta
I
take your
was
finger out
just
that full
like,
port button.
I know. Every time I kept adding contracts, it was a 150K eval. Every time I kept adding more
Mm,
size, the market just kept going in that direction. I was like, oh my gosh, because normally when you put on a ton of size, market will pull back and you'll see some red on your trade, right? Like the market does it all the time. It's like
mhm.
it doesn't go in a straight line. And for whatever reason that day, it just kept pumping, pumping, pumping. And every time I'd add more, it just kept going. I was like, oh man. I eventually was able to lose it. I was ready to throw in the towel. I was ready to say, okay, fine. I'm going to have to make $50,000 on this account to pass it.
Oh no. Well, we have news coming out in a minute.
All right, let's see.
Let's see what happens. The unemployment claims.
Okay. I will pull it up. Are you how do you look for the news?
I usually well here it is. I usually just wait.
Okay.
If it goes straight up, I'm looking to see, okay, if it doesn't hold, I'm looking for a short. If it goes
Mm-hmm.
straight down and doesn't hold, I'm looking for a long.
Ooh, this is so exciting. We get to see you trade news. If maybe, don't feel pressured.
Yeah.
Don't feel like
I
you
mean,
have to.
I usually wait, like I give it like a minute or two.
Yeah. Okay, the numbers are in. It's 191,000 versus what was forecasted is 219. Okay, so a little under expected unemployment claims. So
Yeah.
less employment claims. That's probably means a little bit stronger job market
Yeah.
is the
I
idea.
I think that's the market doesn't like it when well, I think the market likes it when there's more claims than less.
Mm,
Because the market it usually thrives on the bad news because then
mm-hmm.
that means that they have to lower the rates because there's not a lot of people working.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I
The
think if you said the number was lower.
lower, exactly.
Yeah, so I think this might go
191.
down. I think it might go down now.
Oh, it's going down.
Yeah, because they like it when the number's higher because then that gives them more of a chance. That gives them more fuel to say, "Hey, look at this. There's more people out of work." So
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go ahead and test the water, and if it comes back, then I'll just take it.
Let's go.
And this is just a micro, so
Yeah.
I'm not because I'm already I already have a small profit. So
Mm-hmm.
if this comes back, it's not going to hurt me.
Do you do like a set stop, like a number of points, or is it just based on the chart?
Yeah, I mean, that was just something for the stream.
Oh, you guys. Alfred took one for the team. Thank you,
I mean,
Alfred.
because that was $16, so it's not like I lost the whole eval, and
Yeah.
I had like $50, so it's not like
How do you
because I'm already halfway through this, so I'm not trying to rush anything.
how quickly do you try and pass evals?
Usually now I try and do it like if it's a 50% consistency, I try and do it in 2 days. But if not, like I think the most I've done for an eval before is like I think I took 9 days to pass a 150K on Top Step because I was taking my time. But for
Mm-hmm.
the most part, I try and get it done as soon as I can
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just like, okay, this is wasted effort unless I'm actually making money.
Yeah, that's exactly how Ike sees it too. It's like my time is money. And it seems like what I've noticed are the people who get payouts consistently are just like, just get this over with. Let's just go.
Yeah,
Like,
because usually if I get aggressive, then like if I were to get aggressive, I usually I usually start scaling in. Like if I was in a short up here, I would have been scaling in as it went down, looking
mm,
for like because you see how it hit the first standard deviation and then it retraced. I'll be look like if I was in up here, I'll be looking to get out like around here. Because once it hit here, I'm like, all right, time to get out.
oh,
Or
wow. You really do use those standard deviation bands. Like
yeah,
it's a
because
big part of your trading.
it gives me something to aim for.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it like when it hit right here, I'm just like, okay, that's why I put it. That's why I just went ahead and put a stop because I'm like, okay, if it starts to wick here, it's gonna come back
Yeah. So
because now
interesting.
it's in the middle of these two deviations right here.
As volatility picks up overall in the market, do you notice like the bands also expanding? So the
Yeah,
range between each band is bigger.
yeah. Like if you look at the previous day, because of that big drop, you have these
Oh,
big giant
wow.
spaces between the bands. And it makes it kind of hard to trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I'm like like I said earlier, like I like it when it's tighter like this because then it gives you an idea of what the range could be.
Mm-hmm.
When it expands like this, it's just like, oh crap. Okay, so there's a lot of space between these areas.
Yeah. So interesting questions, you guys. Oh,
Yeah,
Rocky
I haven't even
Mountain.
been looking at the chat.
Rocky, thank you. Rocky is our designated news person. Thank you so much for sharing all the time. Same with on the My Funded Future stream. Rocky says prior claim revised up slightly to 218 versus 216. Yeah, there are always revisions. I've seen some crazy revisions before.
Yeah, they're revising it like at the last minute, or like they'll have a revision come right after the actual news, and then that kind of like turns it around.
Yeah. Everyone, smash the like button if you have not already. Thank you so much. And thank you, whoever just subscribed. Let's see if there are any questions in chat for you. We only have 5 minutes left. Time goes by so fast.
Yeah, I'm sorry I talk too much.
No, I love it when you talk. Talk away. It's good. No, I think it's actually like kind of hard to host if someone doesn't talk.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so,
yeah, because then it
so
gets
I
awkward. It's just like,
appreciate it.
what are you thinking? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's more fun if people are talking.
Yeah,
Pure Skill says I'm short here. I hope you are in the green. Pure Skill. I did see a question earlier. I am not rushing any
I think I
trades.
saw something about back testing. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I've traded this way for like the last 3 months, and so I have the 3 months experience of using the gamma and then using this right here. Before then, I was using the Bollinger Bands, and what I found with the Bollinger Bands is that it's when you change the time frames, the Bollinger Bands change as well. With the
Mm,
VWAP bands, they stay pretty stationary.
that's so interesting because I have VWAP on my chart on Tradeify,
Mhm.
but I never use the bands. So are the bands just like the standard setting that it
No,
comes with?
I use one of the community ones and use this nom VWAP bands.
Mm. Can you show us?
Yeah.
I'm guessing people are probably curious, like, how do I get that on my chart?
Yeah, so
Thank you.
yeah, you go to the community ones and then you pretty much search for nom VWAP bands and you
Mhm.
download it, and then they usually it shows up like that. Like I didn't change the colors or any of the settings. I pretty much just use basically the default ones.
Okay, cool. Thank you for showing us. We love it when you come on. Will you come back on again, Alfred?
I mean, I'll try to. It all depends on like because I work a day job, I just happen to be off, but
Yeah.
I don't like usually I'm working around this time, so I'm pretty much I'm already strapped for time to trade. Like I trade between like my work breaks and
Uh
lunchtime, and
huh.
so
You
I'm like,
squeeze it in.
yeah, I try and squeeze in when I can, but for the
Yeah.
most part, I'm like, okay, well, and it's like always if I try and take a trade, usually that's when somebody at work needs something from me,
Yeah.
and that's irritating. I'm like, I'll sit there, I'll be flat for hours. And then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, let me go ahead and take a little. It's all right, I'm on a break. So let me see what the market's doing to put on a trade. It's like as soon as like order filled happens, all of a sudden it's like, hey Alfred, can you help me with something? I'm like, no.
Oh, it's the worst feeling when you have a trade on and then you have to focus on other things and then you're like, have you ever experienced where you had like a massive loss
Oh
because
yeah.
you shouldn't have even been actively trading because
It
you
was on
had,
a personal account. I had
oh
like
no.
I had like I have an amp futures account, and it's like I had just now started trading ES, and like I was still trying to get used to it because I had been trading MES for like a whole month, and then I was like, okay, well I have 1900 in the account. Let me try one ES contract.
Yeah.
As soon as I go to, I think I went to take a long. Somebody needed help with something, and then like some news hit, and all of a sudden I came back. I'm down $300. I'm like, what?
Oh
because
man.
I had forgot to place a stop because I had just put the order on, and
Yeah.
somebody's like, Alfred, can you help me with something? I said, yeah, I got to be quick. I got to be quick. I got to be quick. And then I came back as I wasn't quick enough.
Dang it. Yeah, $300 on a $2,000 account. Yeah, that's a lot. And
Yeah.
it's live. It's
Yes,
your
it's my actual
money.
money, so it's even worse.
It's
And I was
worse.
like, okay, at that point, I was like, yeah, I need to go back to MES where it's safer because I could have handled a $32 like red trade. I'm like, okay, I can handle that.
Yeah, right. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you so much, Alfred. We do have to run. I will be on the My Funded Future stream in about 20 minutes. You can join me over there. Otherwise, I'll be back here tomorrow morning. Thank you. Everyone, I'm wishing you a green day, and if you have a red day, I'm hoping it is a small red day. Alfred, any thoughts for us for the rest of the day? Anything you'd like to say before you head out?
Just keep your position small, and if you catch a winner, just try and either leverage the winner or just trail your stop.
All right, you heard it from Alfred. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
See you guys soon. Let's go. Thank you, Alfred. Thank you.
No problem. No
Okay,
problem.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right.